Much of the poker world is focused on Las Vegas, Nevada. There happens to be a little tournament going on there called the World Series of Poker Main Event. It's kind of a big deal. Meanwhile, the rest of the poker world functions as usual. And where would thousands of players congregate should they not be in Las Vegas? Online, of course. Surrounded by the comforts of home and playing the big Sunday tournaments on POKERSTARS, of course. This brings us to the $215 Sunday Million with its $1 million guarantee. And when registration closed, and we were through 5,987 players, we were down to our final table. I am David Tuckman, and welcome to your Sunday Million Highlights Show. Blinds are at 125,000, 250,000, and we pick up the action at hand number 4. On the Mac from Sydney, Australia, is our chip leader with 16.6 million chips. The original raise here from Stu Shammy with the Ace-6. Bokina from Brazil. Going to smooth call. Was that also going to call? Pretty sure On the Mac's not going to call this. It looks like a perfect place for a squeeze. He's a chip leader. He should be aggressive. Yet this time he actually has the hand. He has the goods. This could not have worked out better for him. I mean, he might squeeze here with an absolute garbage hand. The fact that he woke up with aces, unbelievably lucky. Over to Stu Shammy. He's going to get rid of it. Bokina? One of these players might play back at him. They might 4-bet. Oh, Bokina's going to call. That'll probably bring in Was That. No, Was That is going to let it go. Just under 6 million chips. Both players with the overpair to the board. And with a board like that in a 3-bet pot, it's unlikely to have helped either player. Just a question for Bokina. Was I good pre-flop, or did I need help? On the Mac, by the way, won a tournament for $50,000 on Stars in May of this year. So it's been a good couple of months for him. He leads out for $2.1 million. Bokina calls. 6 of hearts. Doesn't look to change anything. On the Mac checks. Over to Bokina. Bokina, final table of the Sunday Million back in 2008. And the 7 of hearts on the river. This is an easy bet for On the Mac. Bets $3.6 million. Is Bokina going to pay him off? He does pay him off. Monster pot for On the Mac. And he is our overwhelming chip leader with $26.4 million. Bokina from Brazil. Tough spot for him, and he's down to $3.8 million. Hand 6 now. Blind still 125,000, 250,000. By the way, we had 5,796 players for a prize pool, shattering the guarantee, as usual, here on Stars. 855 players were paid. And we're watching our final 9. Action over to Rizza. Rizza, final table of the Sunday 500. We'll see this heads up between Stu Shammy and Rizza. It's an interesting flop. Rizza might think he's good. There's only one overcard to his pair. Stu Shammy, though, does have top pair. He's going to bet $1 million. And Rizza shoves. He doesn't believe him. Stu Shammy's not going to fold this, though. Nope, he does call. And it is actually Stu Shammy's tournament life on the line. Has to avoid a 7. One card to dodge should be easy enough for Stu Shammy. And Rizza will be down to under. Oh, look at that. The 7 of spades on the river. I spoke too soon. Rizza gets lucky up over 10 million chips. And for Stu Shammy from Toronto, Canada, he is out in 9th place. $9,000 richer. Hand 17. Rizza now wakes up with the ladies. Flyboys has gotten himself a very short stacked. He is down to 892,000 chips. Actually, we have another very, very short stack in there as well, which is Lothup, who also has under 1 million chips. Remember, the blinds are 125, 250. Both these players with under 4 big blinds. Ace, Jack, Jack. Was that decided just to call out of the big blind? But now he's going to lead. It's an easy spot for Rizza to call at least one time. See how it plays out. Was that has under-repped his hand? And it goes check, check. Not surprising on the turn. And the river's an easy value bet here for was that. He's got aces and jacks at the king kicker. It's a real small bet. It's kind of a blockish bet. And I think he loses a little bit of value. I'm not sure if he was scared of the jack or if he was just really looking to get value out of his hand. I think he probably could have bet a little bit more. At hand 17, this is what it looked like. And when we rejoin the action, we were actually going to lose 2 players. As I said earlier, Lothup and Flyboys, both players were very, very short. Under 4 big blinds. And we lost them in hands that just really have no interest. Well, probably of interest to them, but the hands weren't very interesting. Anyway, though, Lothup from Toronto earns himself $14,490. Flyboys from Mexico earns himself just over $25K. And then there were 6. On the Mac, raises on the button. Rizza going to call out of the big blind with Jack 5 of spades. I suppose that's one way to play the hand. I guess it's easy when you know you're going to flop 2 pair. And you can see he's an overwhelming favorite now on the Mac. With he's got a gut shot, but with 3 hearts out there, this hand probably should not get to the turn. Rizza checks. Over to on the Mac, and you'd expect a continuation bet here. It's a pretty standard spot for one. He knows his hand has no showdown value. He has to bet to win this. And there it is. Bets about half the pot. And Rizza just calls. Not a big fan of that play. I'm probably check raising there. Deuce of diamonds. Well, he got lucky. A blank on the turn. Rizza should be able to take this one away on the turn. But he checks again. And is on the Mac going to give up? His hand has no showdown value. Does have a gut shot, but with 3 hearts out there, not a very valuable gut shot. And on the Mac checks behind, and the river is not only a heart, but it's the 9, which gives on the Mac the straight. I hate the way Rizza played this hand from the start. I mean, obviously, he played this hand a little bit scared against the chip leader, but if you're going to play the hand scared against the chip leader, why get involved at all? You've got Jack 5 of spades, the chip leader raises on the button, just fold. Then you flop 2 pair, and you play it like that, and you end up losing. Pelham Pogo's all in with King Jack. Rizza going to call. Bokenha said, no way. I am shoving with my 9s. I'll isolate the small stack. Back over to Rizza, who gets rid of it. And we've got Bokenha against Pelham Pogo's. Pelham Pogo's tournament life on the line, and he's in trouble. A set of 9s for Bokenha. Pelham Pogo's needs a queen. That's not a queen. A queen and only a queen on the river. Not going to do it. And Pelham Pogo's from Cyprus is out in 6th place, $37,000 in his pockets. Not literally in his pockets, but you know what I mean. Blinds have jumped up to 150,000, 300,000. Rizza with 33 big blinds. He's going to min raise it here with 4 deuce of clubs. Bokenha calls in position. Rizza, by the way, from Germany, Hamburg. Heads up here. Queen 9-6. Couple of spades out there. Bokenha with the gut shot. Plus the overcard to the board. And it goes check, check. And imagine if Riz has just given up on this pot. Well, now he's going to lead out for 900,000. And Bokenha's going to call. And the river's a 6 of diamonds. And Riz has given up on this pot. King high is good. Bokenha's going to bet, though. Clearly, this is not a value bet. You imagine if he was trying to get Riz to fold something like pocket 5s, pocket 4s, something like that. Little did he know that king high was good. Bokenha makes it 3x. And we haven't heard from this guy at all, but now we do. Markley, 1969 is all in. Markley, 1969 is from Moscow. And Bokenha, after raising it to 900,000, has to put the last 700,000 in. He hates it, though. Well, not so much anymore. He flops a pair of deuces, plus with 3 diamonds out there. He's in great shape, and that's it. Trip deuces for Bokenha. And he is going to eliminate Markley 1969 in 5th place. The Moscow native gets himself a nice payday of $48,686. Not bad. And you can win that kind of money for free. That's right. Click on the tourney. Click on free roll. We have the online poker show free roll. We will reveal the password later in this show.
Growing up on the circuit, everyone wanted to offer me advice. When to bet, when to fold, when to raise, what to wear, what to eat. But there was one piece of advice that took me to a new level.
Daniel, don't do anything stupid.
At PokerStars.com, there's a tournament starting every second. Develop your game at the world's largest poker site.
Welcome back to the Sunday Million Highlights Show. 4 players remain. Our chip leader still on the Mac from Sydney, Australia, with well over 20 million chips. Let's rejoin the action at hand number 42. Oh, look, the big hand here. Oh, wow. Rizza all in with the king-queen. He had 20 big blinds. He shoves, and he is in a lot of trouble. We've seen him get lucky earlier on with the 7s. Can he pull another rabbit out of his hat? He is an overwhelming dog, and if he loses this hand, he is out. Rizza once again is final table the Sunday 500. And nothing there for him yet. 2 diamonds on the flop on the Mac with the ace of diamonds. 9 of spades gives him a glimmer of hope. He needs a jack to make the gut shot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Rizza's like a cat. He lands on his feet one more time. This guy's got 9 lives. Catches the 7 on the river earlier on, and this time runner straight. And he is up to just about 12 million chips. On the Mac, still our chip leader, but now down to about 21.5 million chips. Got a bigger pot brewing here. We had a raise from on the Mac, a call from Rizza. Kind of a surprising call, but then again, he is in position. Much different than earlier on when he was out of position. And we get the squeeze here from Bokenha. And that squeeze, that strong 3-bet from Bokenha, actually gets was that to fold the best hand. And Bokenha picks it up. Nice aggressive play from the Brazilian. Hand 48. Blind still 150, 300,000. On the Mac on the button. Standard raise here. Easy fold for Rizza with the jack deuce. But my attention is